Welcome back to March to Orbit. I think it is the 10th of March when this is going to go out, unless I've missed a video. I don't think I have. So last episode, yeah, we did some stuff and things, and I'm actually looking now at what's the next step. We have a little bit of cash. We've started building our new pad. Thank you very much. That's going to take about a year to build. So now we're starting to look at, right, can we actually put an orbital craft together? And I'm looking at this and going, I could technically do it, I think, here. I could do it with orbital rocketry. We could do like a 3-stage thing. That wouldn't be a problem. I really like the idea of getting the RD-105 though. I think that would be a massive bonus to us, particularly if we're going to go on beyond just orbit, if we want to keep going with this series. And it looks as though potentially I could probably finish this series in the next 2 days or 3 days if I really pushed it. So that's not a big issue. We need these techs. We've got 8 towards this, so we need another 2 to get that. Then we need to get probably this one and this one, which is 14. So we need some science. Science is going to be king. We did lose some science last time, which we're going to try and regain. So I think we've got this mission currently, which is low space biological. Got that running. We get that done. So we've taken that. That's going to be our final biological. We're going to do that. Hopefully get some science from it. And yeah, that's basically the plan today. I think science hunting, and money. And we need to keep in mind we need to get these sciences out of the way as well. We've got things going on. Obviously, the time we're about to hit the 1960s. But anyway, let's just get this forward. Let's get moving with the episode. I've wasted 90 seconds at the start of the episode just talking. So let's run this through. Oh, we've had another retirement from a crew member. That's interesting, isn't it? Now, next steps are, do I go, once we've gone to orbit with this, do we aim for crew orbit, or do we aim for like orbit of the moon or something like that? Is that the next step? I don't know. Right, we're going to do that, get that out there. Onto the pad. Is it going to be a daytime launch? It is going to be a daytime launch. That's wonderful. Right. Let us jump to the launch pad. Right. The steam transition has finished and you are back with me. And we've wasted even more time doing that. We've got a vessel complete. Get rid of that. Right. Let's bring up the mission that we have, which is, where are we? So we need to go up to 140 with our payload. We have the payload on board. We do. We just need to go 140. Which this crash should do easily. So we'll just get it going as long as its engine doesn't explode. Right, it is firing its engine, and we are go. It does its usual wobble off the launch pad. We're gonna speed it up a little bit, and then I'm thinking, oh, I want to go actually minus 20. That's where I want to go, and then I want to do this. We're gonna actually fire it over that way. Is my aim. That's my aim. I want to fire it. It's going to go against the orbit of the Earth and all that sort of stuff, but sorry, the spin of the Earth. But you know, whatever happens. We're going to turn this over. This R9, you know what? The A9. I've never used the A9 before. Never used the A9 engine at all before. I'm actually staggeringly impressed. Just the added burn time has made it so much better at this. So normally, its predecessor would have cut out by now, and this thing would be horrible to fly because it would just spin around in the atmosphere. I'm not actually sure what we're doing with things. There we go, just turn it on side. There we go. It would have spun around in the atmosphere. It would have been horrendous and terrible. But this thing, just because you get that extra, you know, what is it, about 40 seconds, 50 seconds of burn time, it's just so much better. It is actually staggering. All right, we're just going to check. Have we actually got the biological sample doing stuff? Come here. Have I now focused on myself? I think I have. Actually, you know what? Aim camera. There we go. Right, here we go. Now, last episode. Let's have a look at. Yeah, we're just running. Last episode, I did the same thing, and I was just thinking about this. I aimed the camera at this, at the parachute, so that when we came through and we hit the water really hard, or we can decouple that now. When we hit the water really hard, I think what actually happened was that the rest of the craft, possibly this bit, survived. Probably the avionics survived. That's what I think happened. And I think the avionics survived, but we were focused on this. So the view was showing this frozen in the water because it had actually sort of splashed down. This then did a hop and then flow back down. And when it hit the water, it exploded. And that's the noise we heard, and that's when it ended basically the video sort of thing. So I think that's what actually happened. So I didn't realize you could do that. You could actually have focus on a different part. I wonder if we could do that here. Can I do? Oh, you can. Wow. Oh, now that is interesting. That is cool. Oh, without switching to it. I didn't know that because you can't do anything with it. I quite like the way that's dark around the back there. Right, let's see. Now this thing's obviously going to come down in its usual, not quite the way it was designed to do it approach. So we'll just see this coming down nice, and it's going to do its slow dive, but that's fine. That's going to, we're going to get to see that. I could really switch cameras to that and watch it explode. Let's see it go down. It's gonna, is it going to explode on the heating? It's there. It should be exploding. Oh, there we go. It's in bits. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's about 6 parts to that. That's interesting. Oh, we've come down properly. We've actually come down the right way around. Oh, that's interesting. So obviously it's stable in both directions. It's stable in both directions, but if it comes down with a parachute slightly towards the forward, the prograde direction, it's gonna be coming that end first. Okay, so it's got dual stability. So that's what we've actually built, I suppose. I suppose this drag off this tip, this edge here, seems to slow us down nicely. It seems to come down better like this, actually. It seems to be quicker. What's that? Is that actually landed, that thing? Is that is the probe? So there's that there. There's a bit there as well. So that's debris. So that's the avionics unit that we're about to see crash, right? Okay, and then that bit there. Is that coming down as well? That's gone. So none of that survived. We should actually go into the tracking station and just see what's actually what regarding anything we can recover, because we might have something to recover from the previous mission, is what I'm actually thinking. If the biological payload sank in the ocean, we might be able to recover it as debris. I don't know. So maybe we'll have a quick look and see what debris there is sitting around. Let's have a look at this down. So we are now, almost 12, so 8 minutes, almost 8 minutes or 7 minutes into the episode. We've got our first launch done. This is the only problem with this craft, the fact that it takes so long to actually bring them down. Otherwise, I could just fire them off one after the other. So what we're trying to do is we need to get some funds built up, because I want to actually get the new engines, because I'd really like to not do a one-shot hope nothing fails approach to go into orbit, and have something on the engines a little bit. So there we go, coming down. Okay, come on, and touchy down, eh? Wonderful. Can we recover that? Can we recover that? Thank you. Recover, normal recovery. There we go. All right, back to the VAB. All right, so we have got some science out of that. That's good. Oh, we can actually spend some science now. Good. Right now, do I go straight for that? Or do I go for this? We have to get this to get funding. So I need to start spending on it, because that's the minimum requirement. We're also going to, if I want to go to the moon, we're going to need lunar communications, and level 2 tracking station. Are we on level 2 now, or on level 0? We're on level 1. Okay, so we can't even do that until we get that upgrade. Right. Let's check in here quickly while we're thinking, while we're doing stuff, and then I'll have a quick look at missions. Come on, load up. Right, here we are. So, let's have a look. We got new we have some debris. Interesting. Can I recover that? Terminate. What about this one? I can recover that. Okay, normal recovery. No, I don't want to do that. Thank you. Close that. Normal recovery. Yes, I want to recover it. Right, this one. Why won't it let me? There we go. Recover. Normal recovery. Recover. Did we get anything? I don't think we got anything. We got probably a little bit of money. Right, we're down to 10 minutes left. The screen is jumping. Oh, it's not. Whoa, hello. Hello. What are we doing? Come back. No, get off. I don't want to do stuff. Right. That was not a seamless transition at all, was it? Right. Missions. What we got? This one is tempting me, but I don't think we have the range unless I put a second stage on it. And for that money, it is not worth me building a second stage, is what I'm actually thinking. It's 21,000. It's nothing. This gives us the same for just a basic vertical launch. This one is now making more sense. 455.510 kilometers downrange. I think we can do that. So I think I'm going to go for that one. I think. Oh, we have this suborbital. Oh, we'll have a look at that in a minute. Right, I think we're going to go for this one, because it's going to give us a bit of funds. And how long do we have to do it? Yeah, we've got 9 months, so we'll do that. So that's a 500 that we need to put together. We have one there. That's wonderful. Let's rush that out. Get this finished. What we're going to do? Our launch pad's going to be finished. How exciting! We're getting our new launch pad. That means more money going out daily on our costs of maintaining stuff. Tech is going okay. I'm not going to put any points in now. Remember, the clock is ticking on the top there for date. I don't care about that. If we take until 1990 to get into orbit, I don't mind. The only thing that's the problem with timing is if we get a contract and we don't have time to complete it because our build time or something isn't big enough. So that's the balance I'm trying to run at the moment. Right, we're gonna move to the morning. I don't need to wait. Right. Let's roll. Why am I doing that? I should have rolled it out before I did that. That's just silly, sea monsters. Right, as it is. Let's go and launch this thing. So we need to go up to 150. Right, so we need to go up to 150. And I'm going to do what we did the last time. I'm actually going to go, minus 45. No, minus 10. Go minus 10. Okay, right, so let's just check we have everything before we launch this thing. Where's the mission? Here we are. So we've got our load. We've got to go 50 seconds of control. We're going to have that reach altitude. We're going to go 510 kilometers downrange. That's going to be tight, I think. We might not actually manage it thinking about it. So we'll have to see. I may be by putting it at this funny angle may actually be messing up our craft a little bit. Right, there we go. A lovely view of the station, the tracking system, and all that stuff there, isn't it? I do like this actually. The only issue I have is when you come back down. Oh, there's the little black thing there that appears. So the only issue I have is when you come back to either land or put a parachuted craft down in this area, and it goes through the floor. That's the only thing that annoys me. When I'm playing rockets only, I actually don't have an issue with it. If you've got planes, I would be tempted to turn it off. Primarily just because I don't like going through a surface like that. It's very, very off-putting, shall we say. Right, we're getting there, we're getting going. We don't have any engine problems yet. That's a good sign. We're getting a bit of the old atmospheric drag kicking in now. We've got to get through the thick, soupy atmosphere down here. We're going to speed this up a bit, as we always do, because we're going to go faster and fly faster on this series than any normal person would normally do in Kerbal, because RP-1 isn't hard enough without actually turning the speed up. That's the way we work. That's how we think about these things. Right, we're going to go at a 45-degree angle. We're going to ram this like that. All right, let's have a look. Let's do a distance going up already. And now, do I have a transmitter on this? I do have a transmitter. We do have science. Oh, are we actually getting some science for something? What is that? Let's have a look. We're getting high shores. Because we went northerly, we're getting high shores. That's cool. So we might actually get a good chunk of that. That'd be quite nice. I wonder how... Oh, now we're in high water. That's not going to be getting it. But we should come back to the shores. That's interesting. So there is a shore biome here. All right. And we're now into space, so we can just let this sort of go along. Now, I normally would range safety this as soon as we get the distance required. But I'm concerned we're not going to get the distance required. I think we've got... Yeah, I think we might have it. I think we should have it. Depends how our velocity changes on our way down, shall we say, whether the drag kicks in. What I'm going to do is let this craft basically come into re-entry, though, because I went, yeah, we've got it. So, yeah, that's lovely. Right, so what I'm going to do is let this craft come into re-entry, basically, and see if we can get some science from the biome that it kicks into, because, you know, any science is good science right now. We've got our science equipment on board. We could actually have put the other equipment on. This, you know, I've been missing a trick. We actually have some other science equipment we could have been sticking on this thing, and I have not done it. That's annoying, actually. So what's this biome that we've got for this? This is forest. Okay, we're getting telemetry from the forest. That's cool. I quite like that. So we do have is it a mass spec or something like that we've now got, as well as the advanced biological capsule, which means that we can get... oh, there we go. We can get... Come here. I want to... oh, yeah, it's better. We can get... We'll range safety this. There we go. We can get other science from orbital sort of height. Right, let me get out of here, please. Excuse me. Thank you. Let's go. Space Center. Right, mission completed. At least I think it is. Contract completed. Yes, there we go. We got some funds, I think. Yeah, we got that. Well done. Right, we got a bit of fun building up. I know I could spend it. I'm not going to. Let's have a look at this. Let's put a craft together. So what's it say? Reach an orbital velocity of 2,000 meters per second, minimum altitude, biological sample, and 200 units sounding payload, and then recover the sample. It's worth us doing it just to do the first one, I think. I don't know if the faster ones are worth it for us unless we're using it as booster development, which we might do. Actually, we could maybe buy the new engine and try that. That's not a bad idea as a booster test. But let's build the payload first and see what we think. So we need 200 units of sounding payload. Right, let's get into VAB. All right, so we're in the VAB. We need to, let's pull up the Bio 115. So we need 200 units of sounding payload. What I'm actually going to do is, I'm going to pull this off to start with. Get that over there. Right, so let's call this the Bio 200. Right, so we need to make some changes. First of all, parachute coming away. Right, we're going to get rid of the biological capsule bit. I want myself to have an advanced bio thing. So that's here, is it? There we are. Advanced bio, much bigger. Okay. And take that off there. Pop that to there. Is that quite heavy? How heavy is the 0.5 tons? How much is this way? That's not bad actually. What's that? 0.5? Yeah, that's nothing. It's nothing. Is that 0.5 or 0.05? 0.05. Okay, so this is the heavier bit, is it? Yeah, I think it is. So that'll be like that. Right, so what I need to do is go, okay, the outer of the top there is 800, so the inner now needs to be about 800. Same with this one. Right. And then what we can do, just as a little gauge, is I can move this. In fact, I'll move this down first. We'll do this. What you can do is you can move these things to the middle, and then we're going to try and get the right height, I think. Right, there we go. Right, so this now needs to go up in height. So we want it to be be a bit more, be a bit too much, but we'll think about it. There we go. What's the capacity of this now? Thank you, thank you very much. So 75. Seriously, right. What's this? This has a bottom width of that. Okay, that's interesting width. Not entirely sure why we've gone for that. I think we go bigger. I think we go to not that big, obviously, not that big. I think we go 1.4. Yeah, I think we go 1.4, and then we take this. We make this. Oh, so from me, until the next time, have a great one.